Hello everyone, and welcome back to another session of Wicked-Whiskers. 48 hours since the first Rocca shave. I would say this is quite a decent stubble for 2 days of beard growth, so having a very efficient and high quality razor does make sense. So while I'm lathering Roraso Red, I've been thinking about one weird thing. If companies such as Mühle, which is renowned for marvelous razors like R41, 89, Rocca, with all sort of variations of handles, awarded designs, it somehow feels a little bit strange that they don't have a slant razor in their offering. I guess it is a little bit more difficult, although not impossible, to create such a razor head. And a lot of companies have been developing these already. Some maybe with collaboration with other subsidiaries. So I took a moment or two to think about how Mühle slant could look like. So I guess that this silver matte finishing would be quite nice, and the Mühle handle is very grippy with this honeycomb design. Of course, this is pearl slant razor head, but in overall I decided to try two good highlights of both razors, just to see if by any means Mühle decides to create a slant razor, to see how it could look and how it could possibly work. So note for both companies, a little bit thicker, like 13 millimeters wide handle would be a maybe better option than pearl semi-slant thinner handle. And of course all Mühle razors are such perfectly balanced, like I have feel that they are really calculating all the mass distribution between the head and handle of the razor, the way how you hold it while shaving. So I could guess that if they decide to make a slant, I wouldn't doubt that it would be also very well balanced. And after all, why not? Even the casted head-only sets from Mühle are maybe between 16 and 19 euros, like R89 and 41 heads. So, I don't know. I guess it won't be too much money to spend for a slant razor head as well. And one of the reasons why I consider myself a Mühle kind of guy is because they had pretty unique designs and overall approach to the razors. Almost every other new razor which you find on the market is somewhat cloned Mühle version or some other manufacturer. So in this stage of borrowed design, I don't know is there some proprietary rules for this, but hey, if Chinese can clone other razors, then why not Europeans can clone some other ones? I think that back in the days, Mühle and Fatip were collaborating on the initial versions of R41 somewhere in late 2000s, like 2008 or 9, where the initial R41 was pretty similar to Fatip open comb, with slight improvements, of course. So just imagine Fatip plus Torto combined with the Mühle quality. I guess that would sell pretty nice. For my feel, after the first pass, maybe it's because I shaved with Mühle 2 days before, but I just adore this honeycomb design because it's not that pronounced. It's not like on DS S9 that overly exaggerated textured knurling, which is slippery. This honeycomb is pretty discreet, barely noticeable under the fingers. But also extremely grippy. Like, even with soapy fingers, I guess it would need a miracle to drop it. And when it comes to pearl, semi-slant head, I mentioned it before. It is very mild, pretty tucked blade. So it is almost as R89 on steroids, in the most positive way you can imagine. Also delivering great results. Reminds me on slant only by the final results. No different feel in cutting. You know, like paying special attention to details or anything else. And with this thicker handle, I somehow have better control than with thinner pearl handle, which is also quite well. I didn't have any issues with that one. So maybe it's just personal preference, you know, to have handle which is above approximately like my finger thickness. So it comes very naturally to hold. And the Mühle handle is pretty light for a stainless steel. I guess it is hollow, like the stainless steel tube, but this improved weight distribution is actually making everything to feel much comfortable, much more maneuverable. And I was pretty hooked for stainless steel razors due to weight and build quality and everything, but sometimes the more doesn't mean the better. I would dare myself to say that achieving the best balance in shaving and in life maybe brings better overall experience than just going for the top of the tops. So let's just wipe the residues. Pretty nice, pretty slick. Oh, I was using Perma Sharps, preloaded of course, and I don't see any reasons to complain. I guess that it is a little bit more aggressive compared with Rocca, but I had much longer beard last time and I definitely went a little bit too fast. Also, there is a difference between Astra and Perma Sharp blades. So I will just make small rinse to show you again how it could look like. And now, in the comments, please let me know if Mühle came out with such a slanted razor style, would you consider it buying? Think about it. See you next time. Bye everyone.